Hi everybody, this is our activity for our hands-on activity this week. I want you to work on tracing lines and curves with your child at home. So materials that you might be able to find at home are you'll need paper. So I have a piece of mail that I recycle. So if you have just a scrap piece of paper that you can use the back, or if you don't have that, you could use notebook paper. This is an old notebook of my girls. So I have that here. I'm going to use my scrap paper, or if you have scrap paper from school that I've sent home in their folder, you can use the back of it if it's blank. So other things you might be able to use, a highlighter or a light colored marker. That's for you to draw the shapes for them to, or the lines for them to do. And then a colored pencil that's in a darker color, or a pencil. See, I have trouble finding a pencil, so I'm using a little pencil from my girls' math stuff. I can't even think what that's called. Compass, thank you. I had protractor in my head. Compass. Or a pen. You could use a pen or crayons. Again, I would use a dark color because the kids are going to be using that. So what you're going to do is there's videos on the Google Classroom for lines and curves. There's one by Jack Hartman, and then there's other videos about crossing the midline, which is very important to learn when you're writing and doing those kind of things. So what you can do is use a highlighter. I like a highlighter best, but if you don't have it, like I said, you can use a light colored marker if you have it, and just draw some straight lines down, maybe 3 or 4 for them to do. And then you can do some straight lines across, just like that. Then you could do some slanted lines. I like to use the marker just because it makes it bigger and it's a little bit easier for them to trace. If you were just doing like a pencil or a pen, it's very thin and it's hard for them to stay on it. Whereas if you're using a marker, it's a bigger surface for them since we're just learning. And then you can do some curves. Do one like this. And you can do them like this. And then maybe do one or two like this. You could do another one up here. So those are all things that you can do at home just to practice drawing lines. You can do more if you want, if they really like it. I know some of our kids really like doing that kind of stuff. Some of them don't. If they're not able to do it on their own yet, that's okay. Just help them, help them. If they can hold it like this, that's fine. We call this using our snappy fingers, and we snap it. And then the other ones go to sleep. That's what I do. So if you hear me ever say snappy fingers, that's what that is. So then, they'll trace down like that with a pencil or a crayon. Just make sure it's darker so you can see it. It just makes it easier. But if they can't do it, you can just, you help them by holding their hand and doing it. That when you see us write hand over hand, that's what we mean. We're helping them hand over hand to do it if they're not able to do it yet. And that's okay because it's all progression, and sometimes it takes us a little bit longer to learn it, and not everybody in our class is perfect at it anyway. So it's just practice, practice, practice until they start getting it. Alrighty. So have fun with it. Don't make it be where it's a bunch. You don't have to do it a lot. You can just do a few lines, maybe every day, and work on it together. If they only want to do 4 lines, that's okay. Then the next day, maybe the first day do vertical lines, the next day do horizontal lines, and you can practice that at home, or do it, a couple times a day. All right, have fun. Thank you. Bye-bye.